Right, hello folks, welcome to another video on our channel. So this is a bit of a confession. I've made a bit of a mess up of my exhaust. One or two of you have pointed out a couple of the obvious problems with it being a bit close to the thermostat, and the other really big problem, which goodness knows how I missed this, but there we go, I must have been sleeping or something. The number one header and number two headers were way too long. By bringing them forwards in the engine bay, they look fantastic, look pretty, but they wouldn't have worked very well at all. So on this video, I'm correcting that, and I've also given it a coat of high temperature paint, so that's curing at the moment. Apparently after 24 hours, you've got to warm it up, so my intention is to stick a blow lamp in it and let it warm up. But I'll do that tomorrow, and we'll come back to that. So hopefully you'll enjoy the video and see the changes I make. No big shakes, just cut out what we got and start again. And with the modelling pieces, I can see where we went wrong. So I hope you enjoy. Please subscribe and please like and share and all that. Okay, I managed to have made a boo-boo with my exhaust design. Don't know what I was thinking. I was probably tired, not thinking straight. Although this looks pretty, all dangling around like this. The 1 and 2 are just simply too long. I very simply got a bit of string and measured number 4, and it makes 1 and 2 about so much too long. Well, one's about that much too long, and 2 is approximately that much too long. So my solution is this. You can see I've mocked up a bit of a board here. Is to make 1 and 2 a much simpler design, and that does bring the length of them down about right. Righto, let's chop that up. So we can start remaking the front two. And on a bonus as well, this one where it was hooping up was close to the thermostat housing. A couple of you pointed that out, and you're right, it was a bit too close for comfort. So, you know, bonuses, it's all learning. Right, there's no turning back now. We've got it cut up. So we're looking at, thankfully this piece is correct from one bit of cut off, so we can weld that under there, point that towards our outlet there. That's just a straight shot into there, and then we'll work on getting this one done up. Can I get to it is the question. Might have to cut that one off and re-weld that one. See how we can do. It's working. It's tight, but it's working. One hole there. Yes, I've got it. Excellent. Okay. It's only a wee gap. It's fine. Let's see what that looks like in there then. Without burning myself. Yeah, okay, that's got a lot more clearance there as well, and does look better as far as lengths go. Not as pretty as the previous one, I've got to say, with the big banana shaped on it. Well, it's prettier, but this is more accurate as far as lengths go, which is what we're trying to aim at. Okay, I'll crack on with that bit and come back to you. Right, well, there it is, rough welded and in place. And you can see there's lots of clearance there now between the exhaust and the thermostat housing there. And we've got the final collector in place down there as well, which it's pointing in the direction of the exhaust in the corner. So I'll take this off now, give it a good clean up and a bit of a polish, and then we'll put it back together. I'll show you the results. Right, there we go. There's the revised manifold. So we're all the length, so within an inch of each other now. So that's much better. This one, but I don't know what I was thinking with this front one, but it was about 4 inches out. But there we go. So that's better. Lots of clearance there. The hose, which will be coming across here, like so, is nice and out of the way as well. Let's get that into there. There you go. So that's nice and out of the way of the exhaust now. So I've got some VHT paint here somewhere. Here we go, high coat VHT extreme matte black. So I'm going to give that a coat of that. Right, there it is with the paint on it. Now the idea is keep this 24 hours to cure it, then put it in an oven to harden it. I don't have an oven, so my plan is after 24 hours I'm just going to run a blow lamp up there till it gets toasty. And I don't see why that won't do basically the same thing. But using a bit of paint makes something look a bit more professional. Happy days. And the other modification I've done is to do with the tailpipe here. So my intention was to have this tail with the 45 on it from about there somewhere, but it's going to work out easier to do a split manifold of such. So the 45 there, which is a 2-inch tail piece, that will go onto there like so underneath the car, and then I'll weld a piece onto there to weld it onto the existing exhaust. This actually serves a purpose here because the exhaust clamps, when they're down there, always catch on everything. Speed bumps, top of the driveway, you name it. So I can move the exhaust clamp up to there. Actually helps avoid that. So that's going to be useful. All right, it's about 24 hours later. Let's get some heat into this. And unfortunately, I don't have something to take the temperature of it. So I'm just going to have to wang it, but it's be better than doing nothing, I guess. My intention is just to put heat down each port for a few minutes, and hopefully that'll cure it. Well, it's quite toasty, I can't touch it. None of it's burnt off, so that's a promising sign. See, I'm going to change my attack by just warming the pipes up with a flame from outside. I suppose time will tell whether that's a successful way of doing it once it's on the car and running. But in my mind, it's doing the same thing. It's getting it hot and to cure the paint. So we'll see what happens in the future. Right, there we go, all back in place. With a change of this one as well, it's made fitting the exhaust possible with this in place as well. So that's good news. If I need to take the exhaust off in the future, we don't have to drain the cooling system to do it, which could be good in the future if I did want to start looking for extracting power and trying different headers and that. So not that that's likely to happen, if I'm honest, but there we go. So not quite as attractive as the one with the big swirls on it, but I think will work better, and that's what we want. I'll be messing around with my modelling bits, and this is what I've come up with. Another possibility, and these are all using exactly the same amount of pieces, so they're all exactly the same. This is taking me ages to do this. It's like playing with Lego again. So it's another possibility, but a fair bit of work involved with building one like this. Maybe it's a future project. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It's just goes to show not everything goes to plan first time round. Sometimes it needs a little bit of extra thought. I think it's probably the best word of that. If I'd put a bit of extra thought into it when I was doing it the first time round, I wouldn't have had to revisit it. But I'm glad I have, and I haven't just ignored the problem. A fair bit of extra work, but I did manage to use the existing bits to section those and cut those to make them fit. So the next job is to get it done and join up to exhaust underneath. So I'm waiting for parts to come in the post for that, but that's nothing too exciting. It's just a 45 and out, so I'll probably not bother filming that. I think the next video will be making a alternator bracket. So I'm going to order something like a 100 amp alternator or something like that, a very basic version, like the old school Lucas type that you used to get on the older cars, because they're dead easy to wire up, and make an alternator bracket for that, and work out how we're going to use the existing pulley system on the car, because we've built pulleys to an older alternator. Look at that, I've had a rummage and found an alternator with the correct pulley on it as well, a 5 rib belt pulley on it, so, or 6 rib belt pulley, so that's good news. We can at the very least use that as a dummy to have a look. And found an idler pulley as well. So my plan is for the next video, idler pulley around there somewhere, alternator around there somewhere. So look out for that one. Must be a way. There's always a way. So see you on the next one.